Hello, my name is Camille Labchuk. I'm 24 years old from Prince Edward Island and I want to be Canada's next great Prime Minister. I have a plan that will address the crisis of democracy in Canada, reconcile a strong economy with environmental sustainability, and improve quality of life for all Canadians. My approach to implementing sound public policy is to look at best practices, and I will consider Canada's long-term interests, avoiding band-aid solutions to critical issues. My first goal is to revitalize democracy in Canada. Democracy is clearly in crisis. Voter turnout has continued to plummet, and I believe Canadians want politics to be about more than simply trading insults. The primary reason for declining voter turnout is our outdated first-past-the-post voting system. I would implement proportional representation in Canada. The number of votes a party receives will determine its seat count. Canadians will be empowered to elect politicians they believe in, rather than voting for a party they dislike to keep out a party they like even less. Women and minorities will be better represented, and voter participation will increase when all voters know their voice will be represented in the House of Commons. I will also restore decorum to Parliament and demand respectful behaviour during question period. I will ask my ministers to give honest answers to opposition questions instead of repeating partisan talking points. Second, I will use tax shifting to help create a green economy and meet long-term environmental sustainability goals. The health of our economy depends on a healthy environment, and treating the environment and economy as opposing interests damages both. My government will confront the reality that we are running out of cheap energy, address the climate crisis, and begin making the investments we need today to move toward a low-carbon economy for tomorrow. This approach will cushion Canada from global economic downturns, will help shelter us from domestic job loss, and will fight climate change all at the same time. To green our economy, I will reform the way we collect taxes. It's simple. We shift taxes away from what we want to encourage and what benefits society, like jobs and income, and towards what we must discourage, like waste, toxins, and pollution. Countries that use green tax shifting have proven that robust, diversified, and strengthened economies are compatible with meeting long-term greenhouse gas reduction targets. The green tax shift will give Canadians more control over how we are taxed and will help drive innovation. I will also expand Canada's renewable energy sector through targeted subsidies and tax credits. I will mandate energy efficiency upgrades for homes, buildings, vehicles, and appliances. I will avoid deficit budgets and prioritize paying down Canada's national debt. Spending more than we earn makes little fiscal sense, and neither does paying $30 billion per year in debt interest charges. My third goal is improving quality of life for Canadians. The promises made to my parents' generation of more leisure and family time have never materialized, and instead, Canadians are some of the most overworked people in the Western world. I would legislate a shorter work week and implement more vacation time to help strike a better balance between earning a living and having a life. I will ensure Canadians have access to a safe and healthy food supply. I will subsidize family farms instead of industrial agriculture, and I will prioritize local and organic food with government procurement policies. I am firmly committed to Canada's universal healthcare system, and what's more, I will expand coverage to include dental and optical and other essential care that's not currently covered. In today's knowledge-based economy, a university education is essential. As part of a national education strategy, I will work with provinces and territories to reduce tuition fees and make education more accessible, eventually moving to eliminate tuition fees altogether, as many European countries have successfully done. It was Gandhi who said that the greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated. Like most Canadians, I believe animals should be treated with respect. That's why I will update animal protection laws to bring them in line with higher standards set by other countries. To conclude, I've always believed that Canadians can be served better by our political institutions. My plan to enhance democracy through proportional representation, develop the green economy, and improve quality of life will leave Canadians better off. These solutions have worked in countries around the world, and I will make them work in Canada too. Thank you so much for listening today. For more information, to share ideas, or to support me, I invite you to join my Facebook group, Camille Labchuk for Canada's Next Great Prime Minister.